Welcome back to a Let's Get On With It revisit of the Ur-Quan Masters using the high-definition MEGAMOD. My name, through all of this time, remains Grimith, and we are approaching the end game. We are not too far from the end of our time together. I could pad it out by chasing more dialogue, with the Vux, to be certain, though I believe that would be incredibly boring. And I could see if more Mycon would come interact with us, though I think I'm going to chuck that idea in the trash. I showed up at Beta Brahi again. They had their chance. This game is free to play. You can go find them and chat with them more. I looked up the lines to see if there'd be anything really cool that we'd be missing. And no, there's not. I'm feeling that pressure, that push to wrap the series up in a duly whatever. I've taken the liberty of transporting us to Seoul and replenishing the fuel and Shofixty crew. We are up to 502 losses. I have certainly gotten sloppier as the series has progressed with how powerful the vessel has become, and also how many resource units I have. What I didn't do, though, without you is speak with the commander. We'll do that now.
I hope the battle fares well, Captain. There's something I think you should know. A race of plant creatures called the Supox have arrived in your absence, Captain. They offered use of their ship designs and will supply you as many starship captains as we require. I, of course, accepted their offer immediately. Also, a small contingent of Utwig has visited. After spending a few days setting up our fabricators to build their Jugger starships and providing us with a few capable commanders, they departed. Captain, if you continue to build such strong alliances, we will surely win our battle against the Ur-Quan.
Yeah, I have minerals to offload. 100 radioactives, I think? Yeah, 108 radioactives. That's 800. Shofixty right there.
Another small load, Captain. Well, I suppose something is better than nothing.
But resources exist to be consumed. We have over 50,000 resource units. You have all these facilities. While I'm gone, you could take, 30,000 of them and build plenty of starships and defenses to protect the starbase in my absence. Because we have plenty of visitors that show up here. Why couldn't it be enemies? Boy, it'd be a damn shame if 3 squadrons of Illwrath Avengers showed up and annihilated the starbase. We're like, Grimith, no, you sent them up to, play with the Thredash. Yeah, but what if I hadn't, right? Come on, man. Anyone could come here. I don't see you out there collecting loads. Can your scientists analyze what I've acquired since my last visit?
The analysis reads as follows. Subject, Utwig bomb device. Data, analysis has yielded little information about this device, largely because of our technicians' unwillingness to open it or even remove the bomb from your ship. That aside, here's what we know so far. The device is correctly defined as a bomb, one of enormous destructive potential, but it's not of Utwig origin. Nothing about it relates to the technology we see in the Jugger ship. We believe it to be of late precursor origin, though it somewhat resembles certain Chenjesu technology. Its original function? Probably a planeteering tool for dispersing unwanted moons. Summary? Unless there's a strong reason to do otherwise, do not activate this device. Leave it alone. Any experimentation should be conducted at least 12 astronomical units from this starbase, and preferably a bit further. That's the end of our scientist's report.
There are Chmmr captains, in the starbase right now. You could seek information and guidance about peeling off the slave shield from Earth. You could look to perhaps setting up mining installations across our solar system, utilizing the bevy of technological assets we have from all of the friends we've made in 2 in-game years. But I get it. Yeah, you want to put all of the blame and responsibility upon me. Yeah, sure, whatever. Players got to hold your dick through everything. Fine, no, it's cool, whatever.
Blow up an Ur-Quan for me, Captain.
That'll probably happen. Sure, yeah. Accountability, yeah, that's cool. Okay, cool. All right, we've seen enough Thredash Torch combat, albeit not from me. We got to fit in our new friends and also keep some elbow room. So, scrap the torch. Don't worry, we'll still be able to make those We will not still be able to make those. I stand corrected. That was fixed. One moment. You know what? Fine. My elbows can do with less space. It's not like I need what we could have that space filled with anyway. Or the resource units, for that matter. Let's grab ourselves a Supox blade and a Wig Jugger. And we'll leave 2 spaces free. Yeah, we might show those off this episode. No show Fixty Scout, though. War's Nemesis can return. I think we've seen enough show Fixty Scout. Grimith, you didn't really even find we've seen enough show Fixty Scout. Let's go. We are heading for the Arilou constellation. We've received direction there from the Arilou Lalale. The Zokfot Pick have mentioned the powerful psychic emanations they detected from the Arilou constellation, and our handy-dandy handout tells us the Umgah are located around here, but we don't specifically know their homeworld. The Melnorme don't even have information about that in all the racial information they sell you, and it hasn't been explicitly named anywhere else. I don't recall whether interacting with the Umgah will tell you their homeworld location either. Maybe you can get it if you interact with them and then stall for a long period of time, and then go to the Arilou Lalale and go like, hey, something terrible happened? I don't recall. I do know where it is, though. And unlike with, some other things, we would have to go check a world to see whether it's a home world. Wow, Grimith. That made sense. I stand by all of my words. Let's go. We'll be taking this quasi-space portal over here, which is going to chuck us into Arilou hyperspace, and head eastward. Across the Arilou constellation. Supox Utwig throwing themselves into battle against the Kor-Ah, Bakunk continuing their travel toward the Yehat Civil War, the Revolution. Radash and Ilrath duking it out with one another. Delightful. So Arilou starts here and terminates all the way over here. It is vast. We pull out the Constellations map. Quite vast. We've got a lot of space to scour through, but homeworlds are almost always the first planet, so it could be a pretty easy check. And if we want to think about where the Zokfot Pick are located, we could start from right and go to left instead. Psychic emanation location. We'll see, though. We got time. Hey, maybe the Umgah will give it to me for free. Much like the Ilrath would had I pursued interaction with their battle groups enough, but I didn't. Oh wow, this is full of Umgah drones, and this isn't even their home system. They are packed in here. Damn. Well, we'll go check this first world for the hell of it. The Umgah drones are quite slow and have poor maneuverability. Obviously not a homeworld, not protected by limitless vessels. That said, the Umgah drone can be, thrilling to face in Super Melee. How many are we starting off with? 3? Okie dokie. Howdy. Ha ha ha. I am Captain Grimith of the Starship Starluck. What is your response? Our message is peace between all species, blobbies included.
Peace is good. We want peace also. That's why we're straight peace. Now, by each party, out of space, immediately.
Umgah humor is renowned across space, so know any good jokes?
Yes, joke. Here is joke. When is a slave not a slave? Answer. When he is a slave master. Ha, ha, ha.
That wasn't very funny. Can't you do better?
Better joke. Yes, better joke. Here it is. What you get when you combine deuterium, pellet, terawatt, laser, and primitive Earth leader from ancient steppes. Answer confusion. Ha, ha, ha.
You got me the smile. You did. How's that talking pet getting along?
Talking pet do not understand reference.
All right. That wasn't a very good joke either. I definitely didn't smile. I don't think you guys are very funny.
Umgah are funny. We are Umgah. We are funny. There is no alternative.
You are evil blobbies, I say, avast.
We are very evil. Your best plan is to depart and never return.
Surrender to me here and now, or I shall vaporize you.
But interference reaches intolerable level. Plan must not be delayed. Eliminate human.
So, even though we've not met the Umgah before, something does seem wrong with them. Though it could also be an elaborate prank. I wouldn't put it past them. We'll wade into combat with the flagship and see how well the drone performs. Gonna be feast or famine for this sucker, particularly against the flagship. Which, the flagship kinda breaks Super Melee. Star Control was Super Melee. Star Control 2 is an entire space adventure game built around Super Melee. You can avoid getting great at Super Melee by developing your flagship. Though the flagship obviously does have some weaknesses of its own. Doesn't excel against everything, even with tracking Hellborg cannons. But it does mean that you don't have to, say, practice the Zokfot Pick Stinger. Or the Pakunk Fury. So on and so forth. Another 3. Are we all good?
Happy greetings and welcome, earthling human.
Ha ha ha. Yeah. All the dialogue has reset. We will continue to be able to peacefully interact with these Umgah, so long as we don't press the talking pet issue. Like how we didn't press the Androsynth issue with the Ors. I wish I could say it's been fun.
Goodbye, human earthling. Do not return.
Ha ha ha. There are a lot of drones in here. I was hoping to show off some of their combat prowess, these drones. They didn't do anything.
What's so funny, human earthling? Your face funny thing.
Evil. Surrender. I want them to do their thing against the flagship once. There you go. So their primary fire is an antimatter cone that defeats most projectiles. Their secondary fire has them zip-zopping across the stars. Their primary fire doesn't devour battery, but their secondary fire does. And the Umgah vessels don't recharge their battery like other vessels do. You have to not use your primary or secondary fire for a while, and then they get all of the missing power back. All of it.
We funny. Umgah, so funny. Ha, ha, ha.
Ha ha ha.
We are.
Definitely evil. And I'm gonna get you now with a different ship. Cyrene Penetrator. Let's go. Whoa, hey now. You calm the hell down. Let me eat these crow. Nom 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 nom. Cyrene's secondary fire lures the enemies out. And then we absorb the crew. Also, you can get distracted by what's happening there in the bottom. The bottom right corner, of course. See how, not sloppy I can be. Damn you, Umgah. Got it. Oh no, your crew died as you... Well, you didn't collect them. Anyway. Ta-da! Whoop. Whoop. Who's next? Ha, ha, ha.
We funny. Umgah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Evil blobbies.
But
Alright, there's 4 of them here. I'm gonna use the Supox blade. Thicket! Let's get out there, bud. Whoop! Nope! I have not used the Supox blade in some time. Primary fire goes like this, and it's pretty quick. The secondary fire allows me to strafe in space, which is wild. But, the ship's a little squirrely, and, again, it's been a long time for me, Nope. It's fine. It's fine. I know what I'm doing. I know how to drive this. Definitely know how to drive this. Thicket's in the best hands. There will be no issues here. Oh, there's all the energy back. There we go. Okay. Also been a long time since I drove a jugger. Nestor. Now, if we get in range of that cone, we can just use our super cool shield and absorb it all. Now I just have to line up the super cool shots that the Udwig do. There we go. Think of this as a super melee of its own, and also, I'd like to mess around with different vessels. I ended up not doing that so much against the Thirdash. I don't think so. Oh, Bargy, get out of here. So we lost a blade. They smashed our blade. These things happen. With a faster ship, you can maneuver around the drone and tag it. Oh, damn it. Stupid planet. I can't believe it was there. Who put that planet there, Make sure the jugger doesn't get caught in that. There goes the drone. Off to do its dirty, sinful business. As drones do. Drone riots. Ah, it backed up into me. That was my time. There we go. All right. Bane, it's not going to begin to replace the Supak's blade I lost. Well, you know. That's not the kind of group size I want to fling a Chmmr avatar at. If it was 2, I'd fling the avatar at just to show off it. I'll just go ahead and say the Chmmr avatar can deal with a couple, thanks to its satellites, its options that float around it. But those can be destroyed. And once the avatar doesn't have those options, well, it's got a tractor beam to pull the drone close to it, and then it's got a primary fire that's defeated by the antimatter cone. So it doesn't do great in this situation. Other ships, the Torches, the Arilou Lalale Skiff, the Bekunk Fury, that's going to have the exceptional maneuverability to dance around the drone. You've just got to be a good enough pilot to not dance your way into the antimatter cone. Particularly, you know, the Arilou Lalale Skiff, given how responsive it is. The Zok'Va Pit Stinger would work the same way. As Swathi Eluder, you've seen how fast that is. The butts could arc around the antimatter cone. The Druj Mauler, I wouldn't want to use the sniper rifle here against this ship. Yeah. So, anyway. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah, perfectly fine. So long as we don't bring up the whole talking pet thing, we're good. We're good. Peace in our time. Well, we checked the system. I ended up getting absorbed more in combat there than what I was thinking when I started this video. I guess that's cool. So, why don't we just skip ahead, yeah? The information clearly is not conveyable through Umgah interactions. Why don't we just skip further along the line here to Alpha Orionis? On our way to Beta Orionis. Sphere out there. Alpha Orionis has just one lonely planet. We're going to say there's no one here. If it's going to be their home system, they're going to have someone there. Ha, ha, ha. Beta Orionis it is. I might as well just go deal with that right now. Three? No, 2 is my limit with the Avatar. And we've got more dialogue ahead of us with the Umgah, along with a big fight, so... yeah. I guess I'll see. How's that talking pet getting along? Arilou told us they'd given it to you. They did, right?
No interference in plan can be tolerated. You must be eliminated.
So maybe you have to go back to the Arilou Lalale or even the Chmmr and they would give you a specific planet? Just thinking about the game design for... you know, how the information will be conveyed. It's perfectly fine for me to explore around and bop around and, you know, check a planet or 3. The game is so great at conveying information to you, though. I'm just like, someone would give that to you. Like how the Ilrath Battle Group would have eventually directed me to the system while I used the caster. Close. Also, you may have noticed that these Hellbore cannons... they don't fucking care about the code. Bob has no hope. For as much fun as we've had with the Jugger and the Penetrator, I can safely say that I'm not good enough with those vessels to reliably take down what is about to happen here, as we head for the Umgah homeworld.
What do you want?
I thought this was the Umgah homeworld. Who are you?
I am a peaceful creature, a friendly alien life form. The Ur-Quan called us talking pets. Until recently, I was employed on a dreadnought starship as a translator. Then, after the ship suffered severe damage from combat, we crashed at Alpha Pavonis. Miraculously, I survived. I was rescued by an Arilou Lollylay exploration vessel. The Arilou, they couldn't heal my most severe injuries, so they brought me to the Umgah, who possess superior bioengineering skills.
I am captain of the starship. Just won't drop my name, but the starship Starluck. We have come in peace to talk with the Umgah leaders about overthrowing the Ur-Quan hierarchy.
Good idea. May I just say I'm behind you 100%. But unfortunately, the Umgah are all too busy to come to the Hyperwave caster right now, so come back later, or much later.
Okay, I'll just be leaving then.
Oh, I wish it were so simple. I thought that perhaps I could let you live, but now I fear you know too much. My plans for revenge are far too important to be ruined by a simple, interfering dolt like yourself. Go kill yourself in battle. Aiyah! I cannot compel you. Your mind is closed to me. How can this be? I am forced to resort to more primitive measures. Umgah Commander, summon your 10 combat ships and attack this intruder instantly.
Yeah, that's what I get for, I won't pursue these other dialogue options that'll be suspicious. I'll just go. Then, we'll come back and maybe we'll bounce around with it more. And my hope of showing off more dialogue, well, whatever. We have the Taelo shield, so we cannot be compelled. Otherwise, we would have been compelled to throw ourselves to die in battle. We could have survived the battle, been like, that's fucking wild. And maybe that would have been like a procker indicator to be like, Arilou, shit's wild over here. Anyway, it's not an infinite battle. We do have to face 10 drones, though. So I am going to take the souped up beast of a machine that I worked so hard to build. It's gonna be much more comfy than me prancing around with a Cyrene penetrator for 4 times as long, going I find that's a great ship to deal with the drones, because you can constantly get crew replenishment, provided the drone doesn't just pounce or spawn right on top of the penetrator and annihilate it with the antimatter cone, which can happen. H-Show Fixty have bravely given their lives. We'll see more of the Umgah drone in Super Melee. EIEIO up there, which you better believe is coming up. Because, we fucking met everyone now. Also, I better not fall too asleep at the wheel, or I'll run out of Show Fixty. Okay. That's 10. Yeah. All the combined resource units from every drone we've blown up.
Hi there, friendly Starship Captain.
We can pay for the Supak ship.
But somehow, the injuries I suffered when the Ur-Quan crashed triggered some kind of a personality transformation. I became evil and spiteful, cruel and nasty, whimsically unpleasant. You may have also noticed I gained some kind of temporary psychic powers. Well, I just want to let you know I'm cured. Captain, I don't know exactly how, but when you were fighting those Umgah ships, a chunk of the ceiling fell down on my head and gave me quite a whack.
Ouch, oochie, it still hurts. When I awoke, the universe had ceased to be the dark and hostile place I had previously thought it to be. Instead, I was overwhelmed, yes, even awed by the beauty and perfection of it all. I also discovered that I had completely lost those wicked mental powers and could now look forward to a new life filled with happiness, butterflies, and goodwill for all. Your job is done, Captain. You have saved me. Now you can safely remove your safety protection device and leave. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, why are you looking at me like that, Captain? Don't you believe me? You question my word? Okay, so I was lying. Big deal. So what? Boy, are you a pain. Do you know that? What do you want from me? My life? Oh, you do? Well, as an alternative, let me make this little suggestion. If you don't kill me, I'll help you do whatever you wish. Is it a deal, Captain?
Talking pet, what are you? Really?
I will gladly tell you my story, Captain. Gladly. I was indeed a talking pet aboard an Ur-Quan dreadnought. Those years are like a forgotten dream to me. Because I wasn't sentient, I was a dumb beast, an unthinking slave to the heinous Ur-Quan. Then there was a great battle. The ship was hit, severely damaged. Slaves running down the corridors, commands, countercommands. Then there was a scream atmosphere outside the hull. There was a big explosion of light thunder. We hit the surface of a planet, I'm pretty sure. Next thing I can remember was the face of the creature you called the Arilou. I was in great pain. But the creature was kind. It did what it could for me by applying its own medicines to my alien form. I was transported off planet. I remember an all-pervading green light. Then we were at the homeworld of the Arilou. Again, Captain, forgive me if I'm not more clear, but I wasn't intelligent yet. Give me a chance. I presume my injuries were too severe for the Arilou to repair. Or perhaps I reacted badly to their medicines or something, because the next thing I remember was being moved back into a ship. Things grew dim. My next memory is being on board an Umgah starship. Wet flesh throbbing all around me, Umgah laughing as they worked on my body. It was kind of unnerving. Suddenly, like the explosion of a bomb, real thought flooded my brain. I don't know how or why, but the Umgah had discovered that my brain could be easily changed, improved, to give me true intelligence. What they didn't realize is it also brought back a flood of memories. Memories of my species' ancient past, from before the time the Ur-Quan castrated our thinking minds and transformed my people into crude beasts. I'm the only intelligent Dynnari left in this galaxy, Captain. Now you understand my lust for vengeance?
An amazing story, if true. Pardon me if I'm a bit skeptical, but you are a proven liar.
It's all true, Captain. Every word. Now listen, and I shall tell you why the Ur-Quan did this to us. It was over 20,000 of your years ago, Captain, when an Ur-Quan slave raider landed on the surface of my world and began capturing my people, killing those that would not submit. How can I know this, you ask? These memories are embedded deep in my genetic structure. They cannot be forgotten. How we fought the Ur-Quan. Even then, they had a hierarchy of combat thralls, though then they called themselves by the absurd name, the Sentient Milieu. Ha! They were nothing more than thugs, especially those hideous Arilou. Those evil rock-like creatures were the worst of all. For fun, they'd take one of our children and then roll over it. Again and again, oh. The war against the Ur-Quan and their milieu lasted decades. Millions of our people died. But with the forces of truth and justice at our side, we were prevailing. Then, the Arilou made their fateful discovery. A shield against our only weapon, our weak psychic powers. With that shield, they were unstoppable. We had lost. But the Ur-Quan, they were not satisfied merely with our defeat, our slavery. They wanted more. They wanted to punish us for our insolence in fighting back against them. So they devised the sickest, most cruel and perverse punishment ever imagined. They invaded our very genetic structure, hacked out enough of our minds to lobotomize us for all eternity. And then we were made their closest servants, their talking pets. This was our punishment.
What kind of deal, talking pet? Provide details.
I get the basic idea. You want to overthrow the Ur-Quan. Bravo! Good idea! Way to go! I too wish to see the Ur-Quan beaten, humiliated, destroyed, and I alone possess the unique ability that will help you achieve your goal. I can use my psychic powers to temporarily distract the Ur-Quan, confuse them for a few seconds. Presumably, you will use this moment to strike a lethal blow against the Ur-Quan. Such a plan cannot fail, Captain. We must see to that.
You tried to kill me. Your words are lies. How can I possibly trust you?
Captain, calm down. Be reasonable. Listen to me. I am nothing more than a single being, hardly larger than one of your Earth dogs. Woof, woof. My only weapon, my weak psychic abilities, have been nullified by your protective device. I am harmless, but perhaps I can be of some small service to you. Consider this my hopeful attempt to compensate you for all the trouble I've caused you in the past. In the past, Captain, and now we look to the future, to victory over the evil Ur-Quan. I am your secret weapon against these tyrants, Captain. Don't leave me here.
I know you are, evil creature. You are a lying, boneless dweeb. Yeah, dweeb.
Yes, Captain, I am a lying, boneless, toady dweeb, but I am your lying, boneless, toady dweeb.
That's a compelling argument. I don't know, man. There's got to be a better way, right? Captain looks up at the remaining Shofixty aboard his vessel, ready to throw themselves in front of more antimatter cones and energy blasts and planets and whatever else threatens this precursor vessel. You know? And they don't know much, if anything. They've only been alive a handful of months. What the fuck are they going to do to advise the captain? It's really just the captain here. Yeah. The Chmmr captain, though, will, like, lean in from the Avatar and be like, hey, bud, like, the whole, like, psychic distraction thing, this is what we told you about. Like, fuck. You don't have to like it. Fuck. Just keep the Taylor device on. Okay. I agree, but any tricks and you'll be sucking vacuum.
No tricks, Captain. No tricks. I fear you cruelly misjudge me. I am on your side now. Together, we will make a great team, Captain. This day, this moment, shall go down forever in the history of our galaxy. I am coming aboard your ship now. I will make a nest in the pressurized section of your ship's hold. When you wish to talk with me, I will be there.
Yay. Looks at video length. Okay, so next episode will be more Dynnari chat, more Umgah chat. Now, they're free. Go back to Soul chat, and then go to the Chmmr chat. It's gonna be a really busy video. But then the video after that should be super melee, happy-go-lucky, throw down with everyone as we've met them all time. Okay? Okay, yeah, we should ramp up here. See you next time.